It's a me, Attack Slug, and what's good, Internet? The time is finally here. It is Super Mario Odyssey, Nintendo Switch. We're doing it. It's finally here. The long-awaited next true, proper 3D Mario game is out. And I played a good 3 hours so far, and it felt like 3 minutes. There is just so much amazingly cool stuff in this game that this video won't even cover a fraction of it. If you have a Switch and you're not playing this, what are you doing? Also, that was a bad jump, but I made it. It's just so good. It's just, like, I can't even. It's so good. Where to even begin here? So, the history, the lineage of a 3D Mario game, right? There's obviously Mario 64 is, you know, the big deal. Mario Sunshine, not that great, right? Mario Galaxy, amazing. Galaxy 2, hey, it's more of the same, but it's still really good. And then 3D World, 3D Land, or I'm sorry, 3D Land, 3D World, those are good games, but those are more or less taking the structure of a 2D Mario and translating it into a 3D Mario. That's not really, there wasn't a proper departure, there wasn't a proper, like, here's our hook for the game, like, obviously, 664 revolutionized, and Sunshine had Flood, and Galaxy had Gravity. Well, this game has a Cappy, has your hat, and yes, his name's Cappy, and they just have, it feels like the team in this game looked at what the team for Zelda was doing, and they were just saying, hey, cram a lot of stuff into your game. And so they crammed a lot of stuff into this game. So it has kind of the different giant hub worlds that Mario 64 and Sunshine had, but at the same time, there's way more to do there. Like, if you recall, 64, you know, you had your 6 stars, right? And then you had your red coins, and you had your 100 coin challenge, and that was kind of it. Here, you collect moons. And there are moons freaking everywhere. Like, I will get into that here in a moment as soon as I finish this particular challenge. But yeah, like, right there. Moons. I gotten 2 moons. We're not even 5 minutes into this video. And I got 2 moons. There are a ridiculous, oops, that was underneath, I should have been up top. A ridiculous amount of moons in each world, and they're dense. These worlds are dense. There is just a lot of stuff going on. Even like the opening area, which I will get to here in a minute. Even the opening area, you think, oh well, that's just, you know, a small area to open the game and whatever else. And then you look at the map thing, and it's like, hey, there are like 17 moons here. And you're like, where? Where are they hiding all these moons? It's crazy. It's crazy. That's the 3rd moon. So some moons are in the world. Some moons have challenges behind them. Some moons, you know, you gotta do a whole series of platforming to get to. But they built a lot of them in here. Here's a checkpoint. We're gonna have a boss fight here because why not? I'm leaving out the cutscenes because, you know, YouTube is always a problem with cutscenes, and Nintendo is always a problem with Content ID and whatnot. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do to get this guy. It's the first time in this boss fight, so stomp his head, it says. Okay, we stomped his head. Not really sure why that worked that time and not the other times, but again, sometimes trying to figure out things mechanically when you're in the middle of a boss fight is a little difficult. So bear with me here for a moment as I deal with this nonsense. So, oh, that's not cool. That's not cool, bro. So I gotta wait for him to get tired here, I guess is the plan. Alright, well, I can do that, but I want to have a path here to get to him and not get hit by the goo. The gross goo. There it is, yeah. Alright. There it is. So the coins represent your life stuff. Basically, if you die, you lose about 10, 20 coins, something like that. Which is definitely a strange way to handle it. So there's no real lives. It's just, hey, don't run out of coins. P.S. There are coins everywhere. So it's kind of not even that big of a deal. But wow, that's a lot of goo there, dude. Don't spit at me. I don't appreciate. Me and Cappy don't appreciate this garbage. We'll keep on doing this to kind of have ourselves a path to fight this thing. Obviously, it's a it's a video game, so one more, and we're good, because it's always the rule of threes. The rule of a threes. No, that was not enough! Alright, he's, hopefully winding down here. Yep. Alright. Gotcha. And that gives us yonder a triple moon for this stage. And so you finish a boss fight, and it keeps going. However, we can go back into our ship here and fly back into any of the previous worlds. More importantly, I can hit the minus button here and get a map. So here is a map of the area. And you go, well, that isn't that big of an area. Usually there are different sub-areas within there. But if I go over here and into lists, there are, in this area, in this map here, there are 54 moons. That's insane. That's insane. So basically, you get your moons here, and then you hit over to your ship, and you refill up your ship, and they will let you know how many more moons you need to go into the next world, and to continue on with your game. So I'm currently now at 55 moons. I need 4 more, right? So we'll hop back in here. Actually, if I hold the button and set sail, we're gonna go back to the first kingdom and show you how dense this thing is. So I am in number 4. You had an option here at number 4, which was either the Wooded Kingdom or the Water Kingdom, or, you know, it was wood or water were your two options. I went with wood, but the Cap Kingdom, which is kind of the opening area of the game, you would think, okay, it's kind of, you know, your opening tutorial area, and it's not that big of a deal, but you open up the map here, right, it's pretty small. You got this island. This is kind of the entire thing, minus any kind of the sub-world stuff. And then you hit list here, and you go, wait a minute. There are 17 moons in this tiny little area, and I haven't even found them all yet. I've been playing this game for about 3 hours so far. Haven't even found them all yet. Toad gives you a hint. I haven't figured out where his hint is. And this bird gives you some hints. And I obviously haven't figured that out either. There are also different coins to collect. You see there it says 24 in this, whoops. In this area, there are 50 of those coins. And those coins are a different currency for each of the worlds that you visit. The way it handles the dual currency is the regular coins, you can pay Toad here, and there's a shop for regular coins to pay for stuff, and that obviously is your lives when you die. But the special coins can only be spent in each world. So these little hats can only be spent in the shop in this world. Also, there is support for Amiibo. I don't have any of the Mario Odyssey Amiibo. I put on my 8-bit Mario. It made me invincible for a little bit, but that was kind of it. Anyway, moves. You basically got all your moves back from Super Mario 64, which most importantly, you got your side jump, you got your triple jump, you've got your crouch, backflip, got your long jump. The long jump is finally back. And what is new here is head down a hill, crouch, and then hold the Y button, and you roll. So they've added some abilities for moving around. But obviously, the most important thing here, I guess the hook of this game, is your Cappy. And you can totally throw Cappy and then jump on Cappy, and it's kind of a hard move to pull off, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good. But no, the capture mechanic here, so I can just go, hey, Mr. Frog, I want to be a frog. And then you're a frog who can jump super high. Now, there is some stuff in here where I can see there is a moon up there. And I would love to get that moon. I have not figured out how to get to it just yet. So, in addition to your usual platforming puzzles, you also have just things where you gotta figure it out. There's been more trying to think out things than I had really expected for a Mario game, but as you can see here, I can't get high enough, right? And I even tried, alright, well, what if I jump and then leave and still, it's not high enough. I don't understand what I should be doing here. I tried possessing the Goomba. Crap, he already left. You can possess the flying Goombas, which are the one over here, but they can't go high enough to get into that, or to get up to that. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong for that, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. So the shop thing here is basically your outfits, and the outfits kind of are just there for being a cosmetic deal, so they aren't super important. There are some awfully obscure costumes in this game. Awfully obscure. And that's really cool. So that was your general shop, and the purple one is your world-specific shop, where you can only spend the coins you find in the world here. So I've already bought the black top hat and the black tuxedo. But you can see there's a model and a plush frog, and a sticker. So there's kind of extra stuff here. If you get all the coins in the world, then you can buy all the stuff in that particular shop. And a lot of these will also sell you just moons for like 100 coins. So that's part of, you know, the very, very large amount of moons in this game. So, again, like, this is not a super huge area. It's the first area. And there's a lot of stuff to do, which is crazy. Like, it's just so dense with fun stuff. And as someone who's always been a huge fan of this series, I am all about it. This is the only thing I want to play right now. Even though I'm already in the middle of South Park and in the middle of Evil Within 2, the only thing I want to play right now is this game. Because it's really, really good. Like, it is just the usual top-notch Nintendo quality, just awesome stuff. So, there's some stuff that I feel like I have not unlocked yet, or have not figured out what the deal is yet, right? So, there is a block over here that's just like a stone block. And I came over here thinking, okay, perhaps there'll be a moon here or something, but they gave me no indication on how to deal with it. Also, there are motion controls in the game. Now, I'm playing with a Pro Controller, but there are motion controls in the game. I don't care. I try to avoid using them, but they are here. In fact, the first thing you see in this game, like every time, is, hey, use the Joy-Cons in, you know, the one in each hand. Use the split Joy-Cons. And I'm like, I'm never going to do that. If I have the option to play with a Pro Controller, I'm always going to choose the Pro Controller. Because, you know, I like my video games traditional. I don't care about motion controls. Full stop. I'm not saying they're bad. I just don't care. So let's leave this Goomba here. I don't think I've been here yet. I might have been. We'll find out. No, I definitely had not been here yet. So, we will take over this Goomba. And then this is one of the ones where you collect 5 different pieces of moon. And you use that to... Oops. Use that to get one complete one. So we're going to hopefully not hit the poison. Not hit the poison. And get through this challenge. That's... Oh, so close. Boom. And that gives us a moon. Just one more of the 17 that are in this world. So that was Skimming the Poison Tide, and if I go back and look at my list, that is now complete. There's another one, though. Slipping Through the Poison Tide, which the bird gave me a clue about and I have not found yet. Any of the checkpoints that you've been to will act as a fast travel system. And when you're hunting for moons, that is super useful. You can say, alright, let me get back to my ship real quick. So the map will tell you, hey, you need to go over here. But also, when you're in the world, you can usually see just a giant beam of light kind of putting you in the right direction of where you should be going. But also, there are these things here, and you possess these binoculars and kind of can get a look of, alright, where should I be going? That way. So how do I get up there? How do I go that way? And that is the mystery you must solve in the game. The flower field is this way, and those are some tanks. Tanks are new. Haven't seen tanks yet. So can I get a tank? I can get a tank. Now I am a Mario tank. How freaking cool is that? So, for all the folks that occasionally get on my case about being too negative about video games in 2017, this is amazing. This is, even in 3 hours, this is the best 3 hours that I've spent this year in a video game so far. Easily. Easily. Plant that seed. Plant that seed. I can climb that, I'm assuming? I can. There is just so much imagination and so much joy packed into every single moment you're wandering around this amazingly crafted, fantastically made world. Just everything about it is so freaking good. Gonna hit that checkpoint, and now I can head back to the forest charging station. And just, yeah, they've crammed this full of just so much stuff. And it's just, unlike Zelda, it's just so very dense with stuff. And I don't know what that is, but now I'm a rocket ship. Mario, baby. I don't know what that does. That's my first time getting one of those. And now I'm in this foggy area with a piece of a moon. Guess what? I bet there are 4 more of those. Bet there are 4 more of those Give me some more power moons here. And some coins. And whatnot. Like, I don't see how you could enjoy video games and not enjoy this. Like, I don't... That to me would be baffling. Like, if you are someone who likes video games in any capacity, and you're not looking forward to playing this somehow, some way, then you're out. Then you are out of your mind. Then you are out of your mind. Because it's just, this is pure, the pure essence of video game, and Nintendo does it like nobody else. There was a hidden moon in the area with the moon. There's just stuff everywhere. I wasn't even looking for that. I was looking for the other stuff in the stage, and I just, hey, here's a hidden moon, and I'm like, hell yeah, hidden moon. I'll take it. There's coins under here, and a moon piece under here. I got one more to find. One more to find. And there it is. I found it. I did it. So if you're out there depriving yourself of what is potentially one of the best games of the year because, oh, there's no guns or blood or guts or any of that stuff, come on now. If you love video games, this is one hell of a video game. And I'm going to hit stop on this video and then keep playing. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. This is Super Mario Odyssey. It's amazing. I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.